So, hello everyone. Today we have a special guest on our channel. We have Nag Sudhakar. So, Nag Sudhakar, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, first thank you Ayush for having me in your channel. I am Nag Sudhakar. I am pursuing my BTech, Special in Computer Science in Amrita School of Engineering, Amritpuri. I am currently working as a software developer intern at Flipkart. Today I am going to explain my interview experience at Flipkart.
Okay, so let's get straight into it. How was your interview experience at Flipkart? The rounds
Bas-
conducted, the type of problems. So, just yeah.
Basically, the interview experience at Flipkart is very good. I can say it took a lot of time, but it finally benefited me. So basically, in the Flipkart, it consists of three rounds. For me, it consists three rounds. The first thing was online assessment. So this online assessment consists of the three questions. So the first one question is very easy, like string manipulation, and the second question was a bit of DP. I can say it related to some knapsack type, and the third question is bit of graphs. I can say it is not a graph; it is like DP with trees. So basically, in our case, I have solved two questions, and third question I have solved 11 test cases out of 13. So in Flipkart, as you know that the number of students who go to interview will very less. So I
Hmm.
can remember this because only 10 students from our Amrita University has progressed to the interview round. So okay, I am one of them. So in the second and third round, as you know, the Flipkart only focus on the DSA. So there will be only two TRs. And the first TR, if you say to compare, the first TR is always easy compared to the second TR. So if you compare to the time, we can say the Flipkart gives a lot of ample time to prepare for the interviews. So for me, it took 7 days after the annual result. They give me ample of time to prepare for tier one, and for tier two also you'll get three. I got 3 days for preparation. So basically, in the tier one, I would say it goes very well, and the person it doesn't happen like a round. It happens like a interaction between like you and me. So the first question was like you'll have zero, one, and two. You should sort them. So the main problem in Flipkart is they will expect you to tell all the solutions, like how you're approaching and how you are going to the optimized solution. So in this case, they expect you to do in big of one space and big of n time.
Hmm.
So in the second question was a bit of I usually it is application of stack. So you should remove the conjugate three equal characters. So I would say that this round is very easy. Come to second round. So in the second round, as you know, the Flipkart directly jumps. The competition is very different from round one and round two. In the round two, at the starting question was me of the graphs. I didn't remember, but I have done using DFS solution. And the second question was it is bit of trees.
Hmm.
And the third question was it is bit of DP. So if you consider in my experience, I would tell that the first one they mainly deal with linear data structures. The second one they will deal with higher complexity.
Okay.
So after two rounds, in my case, so the results were announced at the night of the time. Only I was one of being selected from Flipkart. This is my interview process.
Okay, so what advice would you give to people who want to crack Flipkart? Like, how should they prepare to have the best shot at clearing Flipkart?
Okay. So basically, I will tell in my case. So I am a member of the Discrete Mathematics Club.
Hmm.
Discrete Mathematics Club is a coding club in my college. So I usually practice a lot of data lectures from my first year. And I should also say special thanks to Prabhat Bhaiya and Satik Bhaiya for their constant guidance and their tips because they have done the interviews in the previous rounds, in the previous years, and how they cracked it. So what I should say with the people who are going to attend the Flipkart is you should be very as you know the Flipkart doesn't see you of any project of your any skills. They
Okay.
just see how you approach the problem,
Hmm.
and they not even care about how what your computer skills are like. How are you in Oops? How are you in
Hmm.
the they only see only one thing, how you approach the problem, how you
Okay.
and the Flipkart has very less number of people. So you should be at your best at the interview time so that you can give your best. As you know, the Flipkart hides through a grid platform. So the folks who are trying to get Flipkart, I will make sure that get a shot in the grid also. Because I am currently working as intern. So I saw so many interns, so my colleagues and interns were from the grid.
Okay.
So if a few people, so as grid is one of the offline challenge which is occurred on Flipkart, so you can do that also. So if you're really into Flipkart, take a be good at direction algorithms, practice well, do the problems on the lead code and the geeks or geeks, take your suggestions from your seniors, and how to constantly. So that's the tip I can give you.
So to summarize, basically, what matters the most for Flipkart is the problem-solving skills, right? Not the projects,
Yeah,
computer science subject. The most important is the problem-solving skills,
problem
right?
solving. Only the problem solving. In the interview rounds, if you see, observe the two interview rounds was only problem solving. But I can say another thing point. If you are into the managerial round,
Mm-hmm.
see, I can say the grid students. I asked you how the managerial round gets. So if you are going to the grid, I would say in that case you should have one project
Mm-hmm.
because if the Flipkart is coming in our campus, it comes on instance. But to the grid, they have the managerial round. So they don't have any HR for the Flipkart to the grid also. In the managerial round, they will ask the project. Until then, in there also tier one, tier two only focus on the detection algorithm. So if you are going for Flipkart, take one project very well, which is very good, and be sure that the entire who came is fully aware of all the things. So you cannot blabber anything. So be confident.
Yeah.
Mainly, Flipkart deals with how you approach the problem and how you deal with the complexity and how you do those steps. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's all. Thank you, Naksudaka, for coming to my channel and sharing your knowledge with me and my subscribers. Like, really thankful to you for that.
Thank you, Ayush, for inviting me to share my experience. Thank you.